history. It's the story of us. It tells us where we came from and how we got here. But what if parts of that story were wrong? What if some of the history we learn in school is based on fabrications? It sounds like the plot of a science fiction movie, but some people believe it could be true. They point to a controversial theory called the phantom time hypothesis. This theory suggests that a significant chunk of early medieval history, roughly 297 years, never actually happened. Could centuries vanish into thin air? Could powerful rulers have manipulated calendars and chronicles to create a fabricated past? The phantom time hypothesis raises intriguing questions about the nature of time, history, and the evidence we rely on to understand our place in the cosmos. Imagine a world where the year is not what you think it is. Imagine a world where powerful figures have inserted themselves into the past, creating a fictional history for their own gain. This is the world proposed by the phantom time hypothesis. This theory suggests that the years 614 AD to 911 AD never happened. Instead, proponents argue we are actually living in the early 700s, not the 2020s. The idea might seem outlandish, but it has sparked debate and discussion among historians, mathematicians, and anyone fascinated by the mysteries of time. Is our understanding of history flawed? Could centuries have been erased or fabricated? The phantom time hypothesis challenges us to question the very foundations of our historical knowledge. The phantom time hypothesis is most closely associated with Heribert Illig, a German historian and publisher. Illig first proposed this idea in the early 1990s. He argued that the Holy Roman Emperor Otto III, along with Pope Sylvester II, conspired to manufacture a fictitious period in history, their motive to legitimize Otto's rule by placing him at the year 1000 AD, a symbolically significant date. Illig points to inconsistencies in dating systems, architectural styles, and archaeological evidence to support his claim. He argues that the calendar reforms introduced by Pope Gregory XIII in the 16th century were actually an attempt to correct for this fabricated period. Illig's theory, though controversial, has captured the imagination of many, prompting further investigation into the accuracy of our historical timeline. The case against phantom time. Mainstream historians, however, largely dismiss the phantom time hypothesis. They argue that Illig's claims are based on selective interpretations of historical evidence and a misunderstanding of dating methodologies. Archaeological findings, they point out, contradict the idea of a missing 3 centuries. Numerous artifacts and structures from the period in question have been unearthed, providing tangible evidence of continuous historical development. Written records, too, offer compelling evidence against Illig's theory. Documents from the Byzantine Empire, the Islamic Golden Age, and other parts of the world make no mention of a missing period in history. These records describe events and individuals that are independently verifiable, further undermining the phantom time hypothesis. Despite the weight of evidence against it, the phantom time hypothesis continues to intrigue some researchers and history enthusiasts. They point to certain historical events and figures from the period in question, arguing that they are shrouded in mystery or contradiction. The reign of the Byzantine Emperor Heraclius, for example, is sometimes cited as a period of potential chronological discrepancy. Proponents also highlight inconsistencies in the dating of certain architectural styles, such as the Carolingian Renaissance. They suggest that the advancements in art and architecture during this period seem too sudden and dramatic to fit within the established timeline. While these arguments may not be conclusive, they fuel the ongoing debate about the accuracy of our historical understanding. The phantom time hypothesis, while ultimately unlikely, serves as a reminder of the importance of critical thinking and continuous exploration in the study of history. It challenges us to question assumptions, examine evidence rigorously, and remain open to new perspectives. While the idea of missing centuries may seem far-fetched, it highlights the ongoing quest for historical truth and the challenges of reconstructing the past. As we delve deeper into the annals of time, we must remain vigilant in our pursuit of accuracy and objectivity. The phantom time hypothesis, though flawed, reminds us that history is not a static monolith, but a living, evolving narrative that we continue to shape and reshape with each new discovery and interpretation.